Hello everyone, my name is DJ Polka Hotness, child of God, man killer. Anyway, I wanted to do this video for you guys, for people that want to create and make their own mesh here in Second Life. And you may not want to use Marvelous Designer, which makes our creator's life so easy. But if you don't want to use it, you don't want to pay for it, or you may not want to steal it, there is a way to do this in Blender. And so we will go on this journey. Okay? And please like, share, subscribe to my channel, Polka Hotness Gaming Adventures. And I named it that because I just be all over the place, doing this, doing that. I DJ, I make little comedies, sketches, and I create clothes. Alright, so let's begin. I'm going to be using Blender 3.0, I believe. And we might get into some Gimp, because if it ain't free, it ain't me. So Blender's free, Gimp is free. That's an alternative to Photoshop. Okay? Alright, let's go on our journey. Okay, boys and girls. This is your girl. We're here in Blender. And I'm assuming you know pretty much a lot about Blender. How to get around the interface and how to use the tools. If you don't, you can watch anyway. I'm assuming that you have an avatar or 3D model. Okay, so these are the things I'm assuming, because otherwise you're in trouble. So you can come back once you have that stuff taken care of. Come on back. Alright, so I have a bunch of stuff, but I'm going to use Avastar. I'm going to use the basic. I'm going to scroll up with my middle mouse wheel, but as I said, you should be familiar with Blender if you're going to do this tutorial. But I do have my screen keys on for what I press, and hopefully you can see my mouse. Alright, so I'm going to go, it automatically put me in pose mode. I'm going to go in object mode and right click on the armature, and I'm going to press H to hide it. And I'm going to click the head. If your body is one piece, just click your whole body. This is in 3 pieces, see? It's highlighted in orange. I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to come over here to the right and go into the physics properties. I'm going to add collision to this, to the body, but I have to do it 3 times because it's 3 pieces. I really don't have to do the head, but I'm doing it anyway. Alright, so I added collision. I'm just going to push this up. I don't need to have that, that part up. I need room. I'm going to drag this side over. Okay. So I'm going to go into soft body, and I'm going to change the outer thickness right here. Soft body and cloth. I'm going to double click, then I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to type in 0.001 and enter. If you ever want to put it back to the default, just right click on the box and click reset to default. Why that didn't work, I don't know. Alright, it worked before. Keep trying. Okay, then we're going to change the friction to 10 instead of 5. Okay. So I'm going to do that to this part. I'm going to add collision. I'm going to change the outer thickness from 0.02 to 0.001. And the friction, I'm going to change to 10. Such with the legs. Outer thickness. Just going to add an O and a 1. Friction. 10. Okay, so our body is set. I'm going to hit the A button on my keyboard quick and twice. Twice and quick. 1, 2. Okay, that says 3 times. You a whole lie. Now I'm going to add a plane. I'm going up here on the left hand side. Add mesh plane. Excuse that sound. That is my toilet for some reason. I have to call my landlord because it's driving me and my son crazy. Okay, so we're gonna, it's already highlighted, the plane. It's in orange. That means it's highlighted. I'm gonna hit R for rotate, X for the X axis, and 9-0, and then enter. I'm gonna press G on the keyboard. I'm gonna press Z axis to bring it up. That's up and down. If you look here, you see Z is up and down, X is side to side, Y is front to back, back and forth. Now I'm going to hit S for scale, and I'm going to just drag my mouse in to scale this plane down because it's huge. I'm going to press 3 on my keyboard for side view, and I'm going to hit G, and I'm going to hit Y. That's grab, and on the Y axis, I'm just going to bring the plane to the front. I'm going to hit 1 to face forward on my numpad. And I'm going to hit G again and Z because I want to bring this plane up. Okay. Now, if you want to move around, you should know this. You hold your middle mouse key and you move your mouse. And you can move around. You can do whatever you want. Okay. But I like to use the numbers on my keypad, numpad. Okay, next. You could either click up here in the upper left and go into edit mode, or you can use your tab button on your keyboard. That takes you in and out, object mode, edit mode, object mode, edit mode. And we are going, my middle mouse wheel, I'm just getting it closer to me. And I'm going to hold down shift, my middle mouse button, and move the whole screen down. That's how you move it around. Shift and middle mouse button, and move your mouse. Okay. So now we're in edit mode. I'm going to go to edge. We're going to subdivide this because right now it's one face. I subdivided it. It's 4 faces. On the bottom left hand, there is a menu. I'm going to increase the number of cuts. It only lets me go to 10 for some reason. That is fine. That is fine for now. Okay. I'm going to leave it at 10. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now, you could mirror this, but I'm not going to mirror it. And, yeah, you can add the mirror modifier, so whatever you do to one side, it will do to the other side, but I'm not doing that. And it's not because I'm scared. I just don't feel like doing that. Because I have a little bit of OCD, and I don't want a bunch of modifiers in my modifier stack. Okay? Thank you. Alrighty then. Moving right along, I'm going to hit that A key twice real fast. 1, 2. That deselects everything. I'm going to come up here on the left upper side and put this to faces. This is vertices, the dot. This is edges, the line. And this is faces, the square. I'm going to turn this girl around, and I'm going to take some of these faces out. I'm going to press C. That's select. You see the circle? You can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. This selects whatever you touch. And then you just left click to select something. Or click on your middle mouse button to deselect. Okay? So I'm going to hold down my left mouse button. And I am going to select these guys. Should I go up some? That might be a tight fit. I'm going to take that out. And then I'm going to select these guys. And then I'm going to right click to get off of the select mode. Otherwise, it won't really let you do nothing. And I'm going to get rid of this. Should I? I'll wait. I'm going to press X for delete. I'm going to delete faces. And I'm going to select A for everything. G for grab, Z for the Z vertex, I forgot what you call it. Axes. I just want to center this. Okay, so I got it centered. That's the way I want it. G for grab, Y axis. I just want to bring it a little closer, but I don't want nothing sticking out. Okay, there you have it. We're making a common t-shirt. And then, you know, if I get a lot of views and subscribers, I can get more technical. But if y'all gonna waste my time, I ain't got that kind of time, okay? That part. But anything you guys want to do, hit me up, leave a comment. I got you. That's what we do over here. All right, so with this done, I'm going to press 3 on my keyboard because I like to. It brings me to the side. I'm going to hit E for extrude and Y for the Y axis. And we're going to pull back. We're going to pull back and cover that little booty. Yep. And now she looks like a T. Right? I'm going to press the A twice to deselect everything. And then we're going to make some holes for her arms. So I'm going to press C again. Select these faces. Press C again. Select these faces. And we're going to get rid of the bottom. We got to make a hole there. So C. Select those faces. Right click to get off of that. And I need a hole for her neck. So C. And I want to get rid of these 3 in the front. Okay, so, you know, make sure you don't have something selected that is not supposed to be selected. But if you do, you can always Control Z to undo. And Control Y to redo it. Okay? So we're going to press X. That's for delete. And we're going to do delete faces. So now we have a hole. I'm going to press Tab to get in object mode. I just want to give this body some color, so we can see clearly. Okay, who doesn't like a blue girl? She's feeling blue. Okay, so we have our shirt almost ready to go, but not. So I'm going to tab into edit mode again. And now we're going to select the sides. So I'm going to press C. And I'm going to select the sides. Make sure all sides are selected. So only the sides. Okay. Now you're going to press X for delete. And this time we're going to do only faces. There you go. So you have these lines, the edges. That's all you want. That's going to be like your thread. That's going to sew this baby together. So this is really basic. But once you get the hang of it, you can do what you do. Now if you go to vertices, I'm going to just scroll in here. I'm going to have to lift this up. See how the edges are going into her? I don't want that. So anyway, you can right click on a vertice, put grab, press grab, and you could just give it some shape. Let's give us a little shape. Okay. Don't laugh. I see y'all laughing. Don't laugh. Alright, so I'm going to select everything. And I hit A once. That selects everything. I'm just going to move this up some. So I'm going to hit grab Z. And I'm just going to move it up some. Because those lines, the edges were going into the avatar's body. And we don't want that. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to tab into object mode. Our shirt is already selected. If it's not, please select it. We're going to go into the physics tab. And we're going to add cloth. Okay. Now, there's a few things that we need to do. I'm going to close that physical properties out. I don't want that. We're going to go into our cache. And I'm just going to change this 250 to 150. And then I'm going to close it back up. Then we're going to go into shape. And we're going to click enable sewing. And then our max sew force, we're going to change to 10. Our shrinkage factor, we're going to change it to 0.01. And then we're going to close that out. Collisions, we are going to change quality to 10. And we're going to change distance to 0.01. We're going to enable, wait, you could close, no, we can't close that. We're going to enable self-collision, and we're going to change the distance to 0.01. Enter. We're going to close it up. We're going to go to cache, open that back up. Now, you could bake it. When you're happy with it, then you will press bake. But I'm just going to press play, because what it is an animation. And let's see what happens. I'm going to pause it, because so we have an issue. So I ain't even going to lie, y'all. I do not know what to do with these open sides. That's something I need to figure out on my own. And I will let you know. If anybody knows what to do, let me know. But right now, I really don't know what to do with it. Okay, so why is my arm looking crazy like that? I'm going to put this back to the beginning, because like I said, it's an animation. I'm going to tab into edit, double A to get out. I'm going to go up here, see right here, toggle X-ray. I'm going to put this in X-ray. I'm going to press the C for select, make it a little bigger. I'm going to select the whole back. Right click to get out of selection. I'm going to hit G for grab, Y on the Y axis. I'm just going to move this closer. Maybe that will help with that arm. I'm going to press A to select everything. And I'm going to get out of X-ray. And I'm going to hit G for grab, Z on the Z axis. And I'm just going to bring it up a little more. Okay, hopefully that helps. And now I'm going to tab back. If you press play, it's not going to work in edit. You got to be in object mode. I'm going to tab back in object mode. Press play. There you go. Ew. Why is that arm doing that? Maybe it's something with the wind. I don't know. I know what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to add a modifier. I'm going to this wrench right here, modifier properties, and I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier. I'm going to up the level viewpoint to 2. And I'm going to do this again. It's still doing that, but the shirt look better. Now to get rid... Let me stop it. To get rid of those squares, you have to go to Object and click on Shade Smooth. There you go. Alright, so this is definitely an issue. That arm. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's some wind going on. I don't know. Oh, let's change the quality steps in the cloth. Let's put that to 20. Let's go back and let's see if that helps. Oh, that helps. It's still crooked, but I don't care. Yeah, I don't know about these sides. Why are the sides doing that? I don't know. Shape. Collisions. Friction. I don't know. But it's nothing we cannot fix in a blender. You see, once it goes through once, it's faster. It's going to keep playing. I stopped it at 150. Maybe, let me see. Let's stop. Let's go into shape. Max sewing force. I'm just going to increase this to 15 and see what happens. And hit play. Stop. I still got those open areas. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I will fix this in Blender. So my shirt is done as far as the sewing. Let's see. Yeah, it's not doing nothing else. It's still playing. And it's just remaining the same. So I'm going to pause it. And then I'm going to go to modifiers, and we're going to apply cloth. I don't want to apply the subdivision yet because I'm going to tab, because there may be some things I want to change. And like this, I'm going to come up here and activate proportional editing, and I'm going to click these two vertices. I'm going to hold down shift. That is not shift, that's caps. So I got two vertices, and I'm just going to press G to grab. I'm going to scroll my middle mouse wheel away from me to make this area smaller for my proportional editing. And then I'm press grab again, and I'm just going to move my mouse down just to fix up that neckline. What the? I'm going to take proportional editing off because I just want to work with this one vertice. I'm going to press grab and move my mouse down. Now, these open sides, we can do it the hard way. I tried to do it the fast way. It was not working. I tried to, let's go on edges. So, hold down Alt, right click on the edges. It should select all these edges. And I'm going to hold down Alt and Shift and right click on the other side. And I'm going to do the same over here. Did that just take that off? I cannot see. So I'm just clicking on the edges. Okay, I think I have them all. And then I'm going to go up here to edge. And I'm going to go bridge edge loops. And now the mesh is together. It's a little messy though. I'm going to go to vertices. And I'm going to hit A once to select everything. And then I'm going to go into mesh, clean up, merge by distance. Okay, that didn't work. I don't know, does this not look weird to you? I don't know, it looks weird to me. Okay, I'm gonna tab in the object mode. Let's see. Wow. The normals look crazy. It's like stuff is in there. Okay, I did not like that at all. But we did sew a shirt. Alright, so if you don't want to do it that way, we can also do it another way, longer way. So I'm going to Control Z. Okay. This is the other way we can do it. See, I have these lines, because these lines didn't sew together. Oh, go into vertices. Right click on one, right click on the other, press, I think it's V. Oh, no, it ain't. Oh my gosh, guys, what did I do? Oh, M? Yeah, merge. M is for merge at center. And keep doing it. I know it's tedious. Okay, hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment and to let you know, when you first open Blender, your screen will most likely look like this. I personally I changed this top menu up here and only use the things that I would want to use. So I like layout, modeling. Yes, I like sculpting, UV editing, texture paint. Shading I don't use, so I will right click on shading and left click on delete. And I will do the same for animation and rendering and composting and geometry nodes and scripting. And if you want to add another window, you just click this plus button, add workspace. You have general, animation, composting, layout, modeling, rendering, scripting, blah, 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 blah. You have a 2D animation. You have sculpting here and shading, VFX, and you have video editing. Okay, and you also could duplicate with this. So it would a duplicate layout, and you can also right click on them and duplicate. You can move the workspaces and okay. And so this is how it is. Mine, I took out, excuse me, I took out my everything in here. So, and then I ended up having to add more lights. So that's all I wanted to say. That's why when I first opened up, I don't have the light, I don't have the cube, and I don't have the camera. Okay, all right, let's get back to business. Okay, and our shirt is together, baby. And you can go to the beginning, you can go to the end, to the beginning. It is applied, it ain't going nowhere. Okay, so if you want, you could apply the subdivision. It's up to you. But right now, we still have work to do. We need to rig this puppy. We need to make a UV for it. And all that kind of thing. Also, I just want to clean it up again. I'm going to press A to select all. I'm going to go to Mesh, Clean Up, Merge by Distance. Alright, we don't have no doubles. That's fine. Okay, and from here, you can like do whatever you want to add something. You can add, let me apply this subdivision. I'm scared though. Let me take it off first. So this is our shirt without subdivision. It's boxy. So yeah. I mean, you can subdivide it or you can just use the modifier. I'm just going to apply it. I don't know how it's going to look. Let's go into, okay. That's a whole lot. That is, but it's not that bad. It is not that bad. So we could even take this into scope mode and add stuff. We can do all of that. But we have to mark some edges. So we will have a UV map. Because right now, let's go to UV editing. Right now, oh. Okay. You know what? I can deal with that. But let's highlight, or down here on the left hand side we can sync. So everything's highlighted. I am gonna try something. I'm gonna go UV and click on average island scales. Nope. UV pack islands. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to make edges. I'm gonna go back to layout. Okay, no problem. We're gonna go to edge. We're going to click on one edge. We're going to hold Alt and click there. If I'm trying to think how to unwrap this. We can do it simple. We'll just do it simple. So I'm going to hold Alt. I'm going to do the sleeves like this. I'm going to do the top there. I'm going to do the top here. I'm holding down Shift and Alt and right clicking. And then we're going to go down here and do this piece. Okay. So that is going to cut our shirt. Not literally, but we're going to add edges. So we're going to go to Edge. And we're going to go Mark Seam. So those are going to be our seams. They turn dark orange. We have seams. So now when we go to UV editing, we're going to press A to select everything. We're going to go to UV, and we are going to go to unwrap. Just unwrap regular. And then we're going to go back to UV. We're going to go pack islands. No, I don't like that. Let's see, UV, average island scale. No, it's not doing it what I want. We might have to move these guys manually. Alright, fine. So what I'm going to do is double A, and I'm going to just pick this front side. I'm going to get closer. Oh, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem, I already can tell. Because it's messing with the other shirts. We might have to do something different. See? Okay, that's a whole problem. Alright, I'm just going to turn them around now. Rotate. 360? No. 380? No, 390. No. Rotate Z axis 90. I really wanted 90. Alright, R for rotate, Z and 90. Minus, thank you. Enter. Grab. And I'm just gonna put them here. I'm gonna press S to scale. Scale them a little. I want them to fit in the box. Okay, so here is RUV. That is RUV. Now, if we wanted to, we could have did the sleeve separate. But that's RUV. So we're gonna save your work. Save it, save it, save it. I'm gonna save. Okay, so there we have it. Tab it in the object mode. I'm gonna give this a material. I'm gonna give it a color. And there we have our shirt. And we didn't need Marvelous Designer. We did it for free. And we didn't steal nothing. You know what I'm saying? Honest day's work. Now, I'm gonna press Alt-H. Ooh. That brought back everything. I'm gonna hide all of this stuff again. Okay, I don't need all that. So now we're going to rig this shirt using Avastar. So I'm gonna press N to open up my menu. I'm gonna push this back. I'm gonna push this down so I can see this stuff over here. Oh, I'm gonna name my shirt right now. It says plain. I'm gonna just right click, I guess. Wait, I wanna rename it. Dude, why won't let me rename it? That is weird. Do y'all see where it say rename? Because I don't. Whatever. It will be called play. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sleepy. Alright, so we're going to rig it. Avastar. I don't want to check for updates, okay? I'm using Avastar 3.10, I guess. So I'm going to go to binding and skinning. I'm clicking on my shirt. I'm holding shift and clicking on the armature. What? Okay, we have to click on the shirt, go to object mode, and apply all transforms. Okay. Now hold down shift and click the armature. Method will be copy from mesh. It's going to copy from the body. The body is rigged. I'm just going to put copy from all, whatever. And then hit bind to armature. I'm going to click on the armature. I'm going to go to pose mode. And this better be rigged. Oh, and it's rigged. There you have it. I'm just hitting R to rotate. Why is her back like that? That's a problem. Everything else looks pretty good. Except for like these back pieces. I don't know why that's an issue. That looks fine. Okay, so what we could do is go to weight paint. I'm going to click on the shirt. I'm going to go up here on the left upper corner. I'm going to hit weight paint. I'm going to go to the right side and hit object data properties. I'm going to close all that other stuff. And I'm going to drag the weight paints down. So these are our weights. I'm going to click on torso. Ooh, that is a whole mess. Y'all see this? You do not want your weights looking like that. So, let's see the pelvis, shoulder, collar, chest, neck. She ain't got no neck. Right hip, left collar. So, to fix this stuff, quickly, easy, we can go to smooth weights. Smooth weights. On the bottom, on the left-hand side, open it up. It's on deform. She don't even have deform pose. We're going to put all groups, and we're going to bring this up to 10. Let's see. And it smooths your weights out. I don't know why that's like that. It might be the chest. Maybe this doesn't need chest. That's a good question. I don't know why pelvis is all the way up there. So click on the brush. Click on this little earth looking thing, whatever it is. And we're going to go to mix. Now the weight says 0. Or you could bring it up. I'm keeping it on 0 because I want to get rid of some of these weights right here. And see if that will help us. That's the pelvis. Let's see if we get rid of some of the chest, which helped. Then I'm going to click on this brush. That's the blur brush. And I'm just going to blur it. Because I think we need some more here. You can click on smear. I'm going to smear some down here. And then click back on blur. That's not as good. I'm going to click back on smear and get a little closer. So this needs a little more love for some reason. Hey, girl. You know, you gotta play with it. I'm going to go on here on the paintbrush. I'm going to add some weight. Oh, you know what? First I'm going to go on eyedropper. And I'm going to just click right on this color. I said eyedropper. Control Z. Eyedropper. Sometimes this thing don't listen. I'm going to click on right here, this color green. Then I'm going to go to the paintbrush. And you see it changes it. We copied that weight. I need more. Eyedropper. I'm going to click on that green. Yeah. It needs that green. And I'm just going to blur it. Dude. Okay. That is so weird. I'm going to get out and go back to object mode. Click on the armature. Go to pose mode. That still looks kind of funky, but... So you see her skin is coming through. You can play with the weight paint, you know, to fix things. Or you can use an alpha. If you guys want to know how to make an alpha, there's 50 million videos out there. But I can make one. I'm not going to do it now. Alright, so I'm going to go back to object mode. Click the shirt. Go back into weight paint. You know, as you move the avatar around, you'll see where your issues will lie. Now, I didn't do nothing with the pelvis, did I? Oh, I did take the pelvis. Yeah, but I don't think the pelvis should be there anyway. I'm going to try blur, which does nothing. How about smudge? Ooh. Okay, smudge helped a little with that. This side don't have no issues. Like, that is crazy. Alright, so let's blur. Because I like my stuff to be smooth. Smooth. Okay. So, yeah, and you can do this with another body. I mean, I got a lot of bodies. I could do another one. We can get into more detail-orientated outfits. That's fine with me. She still got that lump. Dude, what is your problem, girl? Why is she rotating that way? I don't know. Alright, she got a hunchback. Let's try this one. Okay, that that butt that butt. Ooh, not that coming through. But that butt is deformed. So we're going to click back on the shirt. Go into weight paint. It ain't the hip. Ooh. She needs some pelvis up in there. Let's go to smudge. Oh no. Okay, I don't know. Maybe she needs some pelvis here. I'm gonna hit the eye drop, hit the paintbrush, and put some of that color there. That helped a little. That helped a little. So let's see, torso. And maybe do it for the torso. I think that helped a little. Oh no. Control Z. I don't know what's going on with this. Let's get the eyedropper. Let's hit this orange paintbrush. No. No, 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 no. That is not working. I don't know what's up with that. We only got torso. Oh, the chest maybe. Maybe put some... Ooh, look at that, guys. Oh, that helps. Put some chest in there. Nope, not down there, though. Let's take our weight down to 0 and just take it. Nope, nothing's in there. Alright, let me blur this. That definitely helped up there. I don't know what's going on with this part. Maybe that hip. Nope. Control Z. I don't know what. Those are the arms. Yeah. It's only the torso. What you can do, though, is move the shirt out. Let's do that. You know what? I ain't got this kind of time. Pose mode. I'm going to hit A to select all the bones. I'm going to come up here to pose. And I'm going to hit clear, transform, all. Okay. Double A to deselect. I'm going to click. Oh, wait. We got to go in object mode. I'm going to click on this shirt. I'm going to tab into edit mode. And I'm going to pull double A to deselect everything. I'm going to press C to highlight this front. And I'm going to pull this front out because it's getting on my nerves. I'm going to enable proportional editing, and I'm going to hit G and Y. I'm going to make my brush bigger so it can select more. And I'm right-clicking to make it everything go back because I'm going to do it over. G, Y, and I'm going to pull it out a little like that. Okay, so I'm going to go back into object mode. I'm going to right click on the armature. I'm going to go to pose mode. I'm going to click on this. That is the what? Torso. It says torso. And I am going to move her. See, now her butt is out. What the? We can move that out too. Alright, object mode. Edit mode. Double A. C. I'm going to highlight all of this stuff. Make sure the front is not involved. Grab G, Y. And I'm going to pull some of this. Oh, that's pulling some of the front. I'm going to pull some of that out. Object mode. Select armature. Pose mode. Okay, R to rotate. Alright, but who's really going to do this? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do this in a second? You know, just get a freaking... Get a room. No, just get a... what you call that? It's past my bedtime almost. Just get a alpha. Y'all need Jesus, the alpha and omega. That's what y'all need. Okay. Jesus Christ died for our sins, and he is looking for you. If you don't have him, make sure you get him. He is the truth and the life. Okay. So there you have it. We rigged her. We created a UV, and we are done. If you want to get your UV out, I'm assuming that you know how to texture and stuff like that. Go to UV editing, tab into edit mode, press A to highlight everything, go to UV, go to export UV layout, and basic t-shirt. It's a PNG, I'm going to name it UV. export. And if you need the texture, y'all people, y'all just need everything, don't you? Don't you? If you need a texture, you're going to have to bake a texture. Let me go in object mode. All pose mode. Clear all, because my girl cookie. Object mode. Actually, y'all can watch a video on that. Girl, do I even got lights in here? I ain't got no lights in here. That part. You better add, I ain't got that kind of time. Okay, so now that we rigged our shirt, I'm going to bring it in. So I'm going to go to build, upload, mesh model. I'm going to find my shirt. Oh, I didn't save it. Okay, all right. Excuse me. Let's go back to Blender. Cheese and peas. Okay, so we're back in Blender. And I am going to go to File, Open Recent, Basic T-shirt Blend. Then I'm going to right click on the shirt, go to File, and I'm going to export Collada Avastar Day. And I'm going to hit Collada Avastar Day right here. Your export is okay, but it can be improved. I don't care. It is not that serious. So then we're going to go back to Second Life. We're going to go to Build, Upload, Mesh Model. I'm going to look for my folder. There it goes, Basic T-shirt. I'm going to hit Open. And there it is. There's an issue with it. If you can see, the normals are inside out. So I'm going to hit X. We're going to go back to Blender. I'm going to hit Tab. Hold on, guys. No, forget about it. I do not have COVID. I had my shots. Even though I didn't want them, my job forced me to get them. Okay, so I'm going to hit Tab for Enter. Everything is highlighted. Okay, I might as well fix the problem they told me I had. So I'm going to go to Weight Paint. And I'm going to click on Weights. And I'm going to click on Limit Total. I had a 1018 vertexes with issues with the weights. But we're not getting into all of that. Alright, so I'm going to go back to Edit Mode. And I'm going to go to Mesh, Normals, Flip. Now, if you have a shirt and you don't want it to be invisible inside, you can duplicate it, which I will do. I'm going to go tab into object mode. I'm going to press shift and the letter D on my keyboard. And now it's highlighted in white. And I'm just going to move it a little with my mouse and I'm going to right click it. And it's going to go into place. I'm going to tab into edit mode. I'm going to go to mesh, normals, and flip. Okay. So now when I bring it in Second Life, it will be, you know, my shirt will be solid. I could have gave the shirt some thickness, but I usually don't do that. I don't really care about the thickness. But if you guys want to know how to add thickness, you would just add a modifier called solidify and add how much thickness you want. But I'm not doing that. So also I can go into UV editing and I could take, because this is going to be the inside shirt. So we don't need all this geometry. I'm going to hit A twice to get rid of it, to deselect. And then I am going to just press C to select, and I'm going to middle mouse, roll my middle mouse away from me to make it smaller, roll the middle mouse to you to make it bigger. And right click to get out of select mode. You could press B to do a box and hold down your left key and drag. And do it again. And drag. And you can select like that. But I am going to press C because I really... Wait, I'm going to just bring this closer. I'm going to press C because I want to get more detail. Like I want some of this neckline. So I'm just going to draw what I want to keep. I'm going to keep these. So, oops. I went a little crazy. So yeah, I want to keep those. To deselect, you just hold down your middle mouse button. Okay. So I'm happy with that. So I don't want, if I press delete, let me go back to layout. If I press delete, I will delete these, but I, excuse me, but I want them. So I'm going to press Control and I, and that is going to invert it. And that's just the control button on the keyboard and the letter I. And so now, what's in orange, when I press X to delete on my keyboard, I'm going to delete faces. So you see we still have a shirt. That's our outside shirt. And the trimming part is the inside shirt. Okay. So I'm going to press Tab to go in object mode. I'm going to hold down Shift, right click on the other shirt. And then I'm going to press File, Export, Collada Avastar Day. And I'm just going to click on that basic t-shirt day and hit the button again. And you see I didn't get any error points. We exported 2 meshes. So we're going to go back into Second Life. And now we're going to upload. I'm going to go to Build, Upload, Mesh Model, Basic T-shirt, Open. And there you have the shirt. Excuse me. And you see you can't see through it on the inside. Now it looks a little choppy. So what I do is I click Generate Normals, and that cleans it up. So I'm going to go here to lowest. I'm going to hit 0. And to low, I'm going to put 0. And then I'm going to hit Calculate Weight and Fee. And it's 12 lindens. I'm going to hit Upload. And here we have it. It's called Plain because that's what it's called in Blender. So, yeah, I just got my ID from Sinful Society, DMV. But I am no way sinful, okay? I definitely try not to be because I love the Lord. Okay, so this shirt is for a regular System SL avatar. And I have on a Bellezza Freya body. But we're going to try. So I'm going to take off this dress. Oop, oop, hold on. Oh my gosh. Why is those nipples on? I'm so sorry. Child. Take them. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Alright. So I'm going to add the shirt. Okay, so this is the shirt in my Freya body. And you see it doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do is I want to... Let me cover myself. I don't want you guys seeing no naked girl. I'm going to put on one of my old avatars. Oh my gosh. This is when I was a bad girl. What is that, a bunny? What? Oh. Okay. I don't think she has on pants. Let me put on some pants. Oh, yeah, yeah. And... okay. Alright, she has on an alpha. Alright, so I'm going to add the shirt now. And let's see. I got on some alphas. Oh my gosh. Dude. Let's see. Yes, I have on an alpha. Take off. So this is this is the shirt. Okay, and it she needs to make her hips smaller. Let's make our hips smaller. Because her hips is crazy. Let's go to legs. And hip. Uh-oh. That ain't working. But no. Saddlebags, yes. Okay, we have to take down her saddlebags. I'm just gonna hit save. Okay. So here you go. Now, I don't have an alpha for this t-shirt. And this t-shirt is not the best. But, like I say, we can play with, you know, we can play with it in Blender and fix it up and make it look better. But, yeah, if you don't have Marvelous Designer, you can get almost the same effect just using Blender, and Blender's free. Okay? So, now let's make an alpha. How about that? Oh my gosh, my girl looks so crazy. So edit the shirt. I'm not making an alpha right now. Go to texture. I'm just going to put a color on the shirt. Let's make it red. Okay. There you go. I don't know why my girl's standing like that. Hold on. Where is my hug? Oh, she ain't got no hugs. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. And who's texting me? Okay, see how that shirt? Yeah, she needs an alpha. Oop, oop. Alright, so we will be back and we will make an alpha for this ugly shirt. Okay? Okay, so we are going to make an alpha with this shirt. I'm going to delete the second shirt. Let me just enable. Okay. So I'm going to delete the extra shirt I have in here. This one is plain. This one is plain 001. Also, I want to change the name. I don't know why it's not letting me. There you go. I just left clicked, double left click. Okay, so I'm basic t-shirt. There you have it. I'm going to left click on the plain 001 shirt, and I'm going to put my cursor in the 3D window, and I'm going to press X and delete. I clicked on delete. So to make an alpha, we are going to go into UV editing. I'm going to hold down shift and middle mouse button and drag this girl down. I'm going to press 1 on my num keypad to get her all straightened out. I am going to drag this over because it's in my way. So, alright, I'm going to click down here in the UV editor page. And I'm going just to put this to UV editor, and it is already. I'm going to click on this shirt. I'm going to press tab. I'm going to make a new image, so I'm going to click on image and new. And I'm going to put basic t-shirt alpha and OK. Alright. Then I'm going to tab into, in the 3D window, you know what, let's go to layout. Let's go to layout. I'm going to hit tab to go into object mode. I'm going to click on the material properties down here. And I am going to click on this yellow dot for the base color. I'm going to take my mouse and click on image texture. Don't worry about it being black. I don't think I should have did that, but whatever, because I'm going to show you how to bake your texture. So, okay, that's fine. I'm going to click on the body, and we're going to go to UV editor. Or, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to do that, though. Just click on UV editor, and then tab, and just ignore this. I just want to, I'm going to make a new texture. This should have been called alpha. So, basic t-shirt alpha top, and OK. Then I'm going to put my cursor back in the 3D window, I am going to press tab to get in object mode. I'm going to press the legs. If you have a one-piece body, I guess you can do that. Honestly, I would use this Avastar body. I believe there's a free one. You don't need Avastar, but you need the SL UV map to make your alphas. So yeah. Click on the legs, right click on the leg. Tab button to go into tab mode. Ignore this, just hit OK. And we're gonna go image, new, gonna name it basic t-shirt alpha bottom. And I'm gonna hit OK. Now mine's is set to 1024 by 1024. If you want yours smaller, you can set it to 512 by 512. That's up to you. The bigger the file, the more detail. We don't need detail on alphas, so it could be smaller. But I'm just keeping mine at 1024 by 1024. Okay, so now we have this going. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into layout. I'm going to tab into object mode. I'm going to click the shirt. And I'm going to come over here with this thing that looks like a printer. That's output properties. And I'm going to get rid of all of this. In output, you can change where you save things. Your temp files. And here you can change your file format. I want mine's PNG. And I don't touch none of this stuff. So I keep it on default. Just click that up. Oh, okay, it's not in here. I think it's here. And nope. Okay, I'm in Eevee. Make sure you are in cycles. Okay. So now, render properties, right? Okay, so go in render properties. Scroll down. There's a bunch of stuff in here. We're gonna click open bake. And what we need to do is click selected to active. So this is selected, and we want this top to be active. I'm gonna change the margin to like 3. So I'm just left clicking it down to 3, or you can double click inside and just put 3. I'm not touching nothing else. I'm gonna leave the influence, and I'm going to click bake. Oh, I'm sorry. Click on the top, go to material properties. We got to give this an image. So I'm going to hit use nodes, and then I'm going to click on base color. I'm going to put image. I'm going to click on the bottom. Okay, that also, so it gave everything an image. So now I'm going to click on the shirt. I'm going to click on the arms. I'm going to go back to render properties, and we're going to go back down to bake, and then we're going to click bake. Why does it say that? I'm going to UV editing. Let me see default. Okay, I'm gonna do this in default. I'm sorry. This right here is now the editor, the image editor, but I want it to be UV editor. Alright, so I'm trying to bake again. Why it says no image? No texture. Welcome to my world. Okay, we have to go right click on the shirt, go to material properties, and I didn't actually add a texture. So we're gonna just hit right here, browse image to be linked, hit the drop down button, and I'm gonna pick the basic t-shirt alpha because that's what I called it. Then I'm gonna click the top of the body. I'm gonna do it again, and t-shirt alpha top. Then I'm gonna hit the bottom. I'm not going to do nothing with that yet because we're going to have to change it. Yeah, it's complicated because these have the same material. Or we can give the bottom a new material. But I don't know if I want to do that. You know what? Let's do that. Scroll up, hit the plus button for new material, come down and put new. And now we're going to add image texture, drop down box, and we're going to put basic t-shirt alpha bottom. Okay. So now, don't you like these trials and errors? Right click on the t-shirt, right click on the top body, go back to render properties, go back down to bake, and let's see. So it is working. And I did it backwards. Okay. So we're going to pick the body first and then the shirt. So right click on the top body, right click on the shirt, and then bake. Okay, that's what we want. Hey, what happened to it? So annoying. Alright, right click on the body, press tab, press OK. Now, tab into object mode. Now, right click on the shirt. Now bake. Even though it's there, I'm just going to do it again. What the heck? I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, whatever. Click on the body, tab, OK. Go back to object mode. There we have it. And image, I'm just going to put save. Basic t-shirt alpha top. Save as image. Save it into your file where everything is that you named for your shirt or whatever you're making. Okay, so we got that image. So now we're going to do the bottom. So click on the bottom body. Press tab for enter, for edit mode. Okay. And I believe image. We're just going to bake it. Okay, so we got this. The body UV map up. You can press A. Cheese and peas. Tab into object mode. Hold down shift. Click on the shirt and hit bake. Now click on the bottom. Tab into edit mode. Hit OK. Why didn't it do that? Okay, y'all trying to piss me off. Well, that didn't work. Highlight, press A to highlight everything, and then just hit assign. Okay, I think that was the problem. Okay, so we gotta do it again. Alright, so we're gonna go into edit mode. Okay, there you go. Go back into object mode, hitting tab. Hold down shift, right click the shirt. Go back to render properties, go down to bake, and bake. There we have it. I don't know why that shirt keep popping up. Right click on your lower body, tab into edit mode, okay, tab back into object mode. So we're gonna save this, save, basic t-shirt alpha bottom PNG. Okay, save image. So now what we do is we're gonna texture paint. So I'm gonna go over here to texture paint. If you don't see these up on yours, you can delete things that you don't use. That's what I do. And then you go click add. And in general, you got animation, compositing, geometry nodes, layout, modeling, rendering, scripting, sculpting, shading, texture paint, UV editing. Okay? So that's how I got mine. So we're going to change this. We're going to click in texture paint. I'm going to scroll my middle mouse button towards me to make that smaller. I'm going to hit the N key on my keyboard while my mouse cursor is in the 3D, the texture paint 3D view. I'm gonna right click on tool. So these are your tools. You can drag the windows by holding down your left mouse key, like so. These are your brushes, draw, soften, smear, clone, fill, mask. We're only going to use draw. While I'm in the 3D view, I call this a 3D view, I'm going to press 1. I'm going to scroll this up, and we are going to start painting. What happened to the top? Whatever. I ain't got no kind of time for that. What we do need, here go. We got to scroll down to the brush. It's on white. That's good. And I'm just going to paint. So this is the parts that we're going to paint white. Is, we could turn our strength up to 1000. And I'm just going to paint where I want, what I want to be seen in second light. So I want my legs and stuff to be seen in second light. And I'm just turning it around. Or you can paint here. You could just paint right in here. And remember to save, ever so often, because if something happens and you lose your work, you gotta start all over again. Sometimes. I think Blender saves stuff, but we're not gonna get into that. So the white part is gonna be seen, but I think I kind of want to take this down some. So I'm gonna paint black. So hit this button to switch colors. And I just want to take that down some, because I could even take it more down, because I don't want my belly sticking out. Okay, that's too much. So I'm going to switch it back to white. I'm just going to scroll up some. I'm going to hit F key on my keyboard, and I'm just going to drag my mouse to make my paintbrush smaller. But you can also do it right here in the radius. So yeah, honestly, we should have made our shirt a different color, but it's alright, because it's kind of hard to tell what is showing and what is not. Okay, I hold down shift and middle mouse button to drag around in the 3D viewer, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that. So that this right here will be our bottom alpha, and we're going to take it into, you could take it into Photoshop, but if it ain't free, it ain't me, so I use Gimp. So I'm going to go to image. I'm going to save as. That's our bottom. I'm going to hit alpha bottom, save as image. Okay, so I'm going to go back to layout. I am going to click on the top part, and I'm going to tab into edit mode. Okay, tab back into object mode. I'm going to go to texture paint, and it's not, oh, that's why. So for some reason, this is outfit out everything. So what I'm going to do is hit the fill, and I'm going to change my color to black. And I'm just going to fill this all black. I'm left clicking, because I don't want to confuse nobody. Then I'm going to switch my paintbrush back to white. I'm going to click on the paintbrush, and I'm going to actually, alright, you know what, guys, this shirt is annoying. Let's go to layout. Oh wait, hold on. Let's save this just in case. Save as alpha top. Okay, I'm gonna go to layouts, and I'm gonna click on the t-shirt, because I want to texture paint it. So I'm gonna go to texture paint. I'm going to paint it gray. So I'm gonna put this on gray. I'm not messing with the colors, because I don't want to mix people up. Though you can use a color palette. You just click down color palette and add new. And hit the plus button. And there's gray. So if I go back up to white, I could add white. Go down to black, add black. And so, and so. And you can just move your left mouse around to change colors. Here's a green. We can add green. Alright, so I'll do my shirt green. I'm going to hit the fill. Why is that gray though? I said green. There you go. I'm going to make this shirt green. Alright, so anyway, I am going to go back. No. So I'm going to go to layout, and I'm going to right click on the body, go back to texture paint, and there we have it. I'm just going to slide this window over some. And I want white. So I'm going to click in my palette on white. Go to the paintbrush, and I said white. Alright, I'm going to click on the paintbrush and just paint her arms where I want it to be seen. And it does both sides, because you only got one arm. Well, they do. Avatar's only got one arm. What? I'm just going to get close here because I know after this, I can just color the whole arm. And then I can move this back over. I can bring this up. And I know the rest of the arm, I can just color. And if I hit F on my keyboard and scroll towards me on my mouse, I can make my paintbrush bigger. And smaller. Or you can change it here, where it says radius. Okay. I'm going to drag this back over. And we're going to do the neck part. So I'm going to scroll up in here. And just do the neck part. Now you could press 1 for front, 3 for side, hold down shift, hold down your middle mouse button and drag to put this puppy in view, and then continue painting. Paint to your heart desires. Then you can hold down shift and press 1, no, hold down control, press 1, and you'll be in the back. Hold down shift, middle mouse button, and drag, and paint away all that neck. Hold down control and 3 to get to the other side. Okay, so sometimes you gotta go on the top because these are things we don't notice. So boom. I'm just holding down my middle mouse button, dragging around. What do they call that? Panning? Panning? 50 grand. Okay, a little there. Alright, I think that should be good enough. So I'm going to drag that back. Here is our alpha. We are going to go to image, save as, basic t-shirt alpha top, save as image. Okay, so now I'm going to assume you have Photoshop or Gimp because that's what we're going to be using. Okay, we are in Gimp. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to File, Open, go to your file where you saved your images. I did mine in Blender Cloth Sewing folder. And I'm going to start on the top, and I'm going to hit Open. Okay, so this is my alpha for the top. It looks a little messy, so I'm going to just get my paintbrush and just take some of this out. That looks messy. I'm just going to clean it up a bit with some black. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. Alright, it ain't that serious. Alright, and so what I'm going to do now, so the white parts are the parts we want to show. So I am going to select by color and select the black, and I'm gonna press delete on the keyboard. So now we have a transparent background. So now I can go to File and overwrite Basic T-shirt Alpha Top. Now I'm going to open the bottom, open, Basic T-shirt Alpha Bottom, open. So now I'm going to click on the black. No. Well, I did it backwards, guys. Oh, no, yeah, I want the white to show. I'm tripping. And then I'm I'm going to delete it. And then I'm going to hit File, overwrite Basic T-shirt Alpha Bottom. Okay. Now we're going to go back in Second Life, and we're going to import. We're going to import. So go to Build. Upload. Bulk. Basic T-shirt Alpha Bottom. If you can get into the grid, I forgot what you call it, but it's a grid that you can bring in your textures and stuff free to test them. I advise you to do that. Me, for some reason, they don't let me in. I used to be able to get in, and I could like bring in my mesh and my images to test them, but they don't let me do it no more. So that part, because you have to pay. When you're in regular SL, you got to pay for it. So I'm gonna click on that one about the bottom, and I'm gonna hold down shift and click on the alpha top, and I'm gonna hit open and upload, and it costs 20 lindens. So now I have my basic t-shirt alpha top, my basic t-shirt alpha bottom. I'm gonna come down here, go to new clothes and new alpha, and I'm gonna name it basic t-shirt alpha. I'm going to wear it. And now I am going to collapse everything. Click down on inventory. Go to textures. Wait, let me go to clothing. Go to your recents. That's the best thing when you're doing stuff, because you should have everything where you just uploaded and you know what I mean, right? I hope so. So, I want to go to clothing. I have my basic t-shirt on. I'm going to right click. I'm going to put edit. I'm going to click down on my textures. So for the lower, we're going to put the bottom alpha. And then for the top, the upper, we're going to put the top. And then we're going to hit over here, save. And then we're going to click get out of there. And I'm going to click off appearance. So now I have my alpha. And so I can move, I can walk, and I don't see my stomach coming out anymore. And I have my alpha. See, if I was to take this shirt off, I have my alpha on. Okay? And that is how you make an alpha. And probably it's an easier way, but that's how I do it. I like to work extra. Okay, so next we will learn how to bake our texture for our shirt. Are you ready? Okay, so now we are going to texture bake our basic t-shirt or whatever you want. In case you don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you. So we're going to go back in Blender and okay, so I'm gonna just straighten this girl, get her in the middle over here, and I am going to change the color of the shirt. So I'm gonna go into texture paint. I want to change this color to white, so I'm gonna go into the bucket fill, and I'm going to click until this is white. Left click, yeah. Alright, so it's white. Now, to get shadows and stuff, we're going to need a camera and some lights. So, I'm going to left click about right there. I'm going to press 1 on the keypad, numpad, and then I'm going to click right, left click there. Okay, now I'm going to left click there. I'm just, because that's wherever that, what is this, a cursor? Wherever this is at, whatever you import in, if it's a OBJ file, or a lights or camera, it's most likely going to go right where that is at. And so I don't want my camera all stuck in my face, because that thing was in my face. Alright, so I'm going to go to add, and I'm going to add a camera. So that's our camera. It's facing the wrong way, but we'll fix it. And I'm going to press 7 to look up top. And I want to add some lights. So I'm going to add a light. I'm going to left click here. And I'm going to press 1. And I'm going to left click more up to get that cursor thing up there. I'm going to add my light there. I'm going to add 3 lights. But my first light I want there. So I'm going to add light and a point light. And then I'm going to hold down shift and press D to duplicate. I'm going to press the letter X on my keypad, and I'm going to just drag it to over here. Then I'm going to press 7 so I can see up top. And I'm going to press shift and D to duplicate that. And I'm going to bring it, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to press 1 so I can see in the front. So these are my 3 lights. I'm going to right click on my camera. I'm going to press N to open up this bar right here. And I'm going to click on view. And I'm going to click on camera to view right here. This is view lock. I'm going to put camera to view. And I'm going to press 0 on my numpad. And then I'm going to use my mouse, my middle mouse button, hold it down and scroll. And then I'm going to press, oh, nothing. I'm going to scroll my girl out. I'm going to center her by holding shift and middle mouse key. And I'm going to scroll up some. I just want to fill her in the camera. And then I'm going to untick camera to view. Okay, I'm going to press 1. Now the camera is selected. I'm going to press H to hide it because it's all in my face. And we are going to proceed to bake this texture. We're going to right click on the shirt. Let's go to texture paint. And let's see what happens. We go to render, render properties. Now we got to fix our bake settings because we are, oh, okay. Make sure selective to active is not checked. Okay, we don't want that checked. Make sure your size, your margin size is fairly low. I keep mine on 3 pixels. Okay, so let's bake. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to do bake type combine. And let's see what happens. Okay, and it baked black. Why is that? I don't know. Is my lights not strong enough? So I'm going to press Control Z. And it's not going to let me get out of here. Okay, we could keep that and then bring it into Gimp. And invert the colors, or Photoshop and just invert the colors. Let's try that. Alright, so I'm going to go to image. I'm going to save as. I'm going to click on basic t-shirt blend UV. But I'm going to name this AO. But you can name it what you want. Because I'm going to use that as ambient occlusion. And save image. I'm going to go into, okay, we're going to go into Gimp. Okay, so in Gimp, we're going to go File, Open. Actually, cancel. We're going to go File, Open as Layers. And we want to get the UV that we created earlier. And we want to get the AO. So I'm going to hold down shift, click on, no, the UV, I'm going to hold down control button. My mouse is jacked up. Anyway, I got the, this is the UV. So I'm just going to go open as layers and add the AO. Open. Okay. I'm just going to click the down arrow because I like to keep my UV on top of everything. So with the basic AO texture, blah, blah, blah selected, I'm going to go into colors. And then I'm going to go into invert. Now that could be, I'm going to undo that. I don't want it like that. I'm going to go into colors. I'm going to go into saturation. And I am going to mess with the saturation. No, I'm sorry. Colors, brightness, contrast. That's what I want. I'm going to mess with the brightness and the contrast. I don't like how it's doing that. Okay, so I'm going to go back into colors and I'm going to go into exposure. Okay. So here you see some definition of the shirt. And we can make it lighter, even still, by clicking down here, add a layer. And then I'm going to reset these to white by clicking on the boxes. And I'm going to hit the fill bucket. Oh shit, what did I do? And I'm going to fill. And then I'm going to change the mode to, I'm going to play around here. Okay, grain merge is perfect. And then we can export this as I like it. I don't know about you. And you know, you could play around. So, so let's add a texture. So I'm going to add another layer. I'm going to call it texture. And you can call it what you want. Let's see. So up here, if I click on this box, all my textures come up. You could even make your own, but I'm going to pick this texture. And then down here, I'm going to put pattern fill right over here. So on leopard, and I'm going to click that. And then make sure you're highlighted on texture. I'm going to change the mode to multiply. Or you can do overlay. And let's see, let's duplicate it by right clicking. Nah, I don't like that. I'm going to hit the X to delete that. Alright, so that's pretty good. And I'm going to go File, Export. I don't want to overwrite nothing yet. So I'm just going to put t-shirt, basic t-shirt. And I'm going to write leopard print. And then I'm going to put export. Okay. Now we're going to go back to SL. And we're going to upload that texture. Image. Basic t-shirt leopard print. Upload 10 lindens. I'm going to go to my recent folder. I'm going to right click on the shirt, edit. I'm going to change this color to white. And I'm going to drag this texture in the texture box. And here is our shirt with a texture. Now, you can add wrinkles. You can do all of that to your shirt. An easy way to add wrinkles would be using your paintbrush and white and black and gray maybe. And then smudge, paint and then smudge it out. Let's go in Gimp. Okay, I'm going to hide this texture. I would never use that texture, but this is just showing you what to do. Alright, I'll make another layer. I'm going to name it a wrinkle. I'm going to click on my paintbrush. And I am going to paint in the front some lines. Like so. Then I'm going to hit this square arrows thing and make my color white. And I'm going to paint close to these as possible. I'm not good at this. I'm not even good at using a pencil. Okay, then I'm gonna up my size brush right here. I'm just gonna left click and drag it up some. I'm gonna come here to this teardrop and I'm gonna put smudge. I'm gonna bring my size brush up some. And you can just smudge. And there you have a wrinkle. You can change the wrinkle from normal to multiply, or you can change it to, where's overlay? Overlay makes it brighter. You can do grain merge, which doesn't really, looks like it does nothing. Back then that's multiply. So whatever fits your fancy. I would put it on, I guess, grain merge. And you could also lower your opacity. Right here. 100, 0 is nothing. You put it in the middle. Here's our texture. I don't like the texture like that, honestly. And I think that looks better. Grain merge. Alright, so anyway, or you can take the white off and it'll look like that. Ooh. So yeah, and this is it, gray, white, texture, no wrinkle. You could even duplicate this, our base texture, on the arrows down here, bring it up, and change, no, we don't want to do that. You could change it to a multiply, that makes it black. Like really black. Or you can do overlay, and that gives it a little more texture. You can change that to overlay. I think I would put this wrinkle down, yeah, in the stack. There you go. Because if it's up, if the wrinkle is up, look, you see like whiteness. But then you can just do multiply. So yeah, you have options. Oh, you can't even see it on multiply. Overlay. And you can't see it there either. Alright, grain merge. And just bring it down. Boom. Boom. Okay? So, that is it for texturing. And you know, you can add seams, stitches, paint something, do what you want. Go crazy. Alright, guys? So, I think that is it for this total lesson. I think we covered the bases. Yeah. And your UV, you can always use, let me zoom in by clicking the zoom tool. You can use them, the UV as a guideline. Say if you wanted to make a seam, you have a guideline right here for your seam. So you could just paint. Oh, that brush is huge. That's huge too. So yeah, you get the gist. And that's it. Hasta la pasta, baby. God bless. Jesus loves you. He wants to save you. If you're not saved, call on the name of the Lord. Believe with all your heart, soul, and mind. And repent. Amen. Amen. Until next time, baby.